97.9 GRD rocks. Hey, it's Metalhead Ned hanging out here in studio today. Now, this certain band out there that I absolutely love just released a brand new album called Into the Wild. And I have the drummer on the phone with me right now, and that is Arejay Hale from Halestorm. RJ, what's going on, man?
Metalhead Ned, what's happening, man?
I'm staying alive. I just watched the Star Wars Force Awakens trailer. They just released a brand new one today. Have you seen it yet?
Oh, my God. I'm so stoked about that. Now, I'm a total Star Wars nerd. Both me and my wife are both Star Wars nerds, and that's when you know you found the right one, you know?
Yeah, perfect, man. But you got to check out that trailer. Like, there's a thing where there's Han Solo in it, and I think there's Luke Skywalker talking. It just looks freaking awesome, dude.
I'm so stoked to check that out. I'm actually at the airport right now, going to fly to Nashville. We're going to start rehearsals before the tour. So while I'm on the airplane, I'll definitely check that out.
Yes, do that. Well, obviously, yesterday was the big day, or a couple days ago, the brand new album just released, Into the Wild. How does it feel to have the new album out?
It's just, you know, honestly, it feels like sweet release because I'll tell you, every time that we make a record and we have it finished, you know, we're just so excited to, like, get it out there and, you know, and have people hear it. So, you know, I'm just, you know, obviously we can't do that. We have to wait. You know, it's about timing, and you got to build the momentum, and you got to get everybody prepped for it. But, you know, we're so impatient every time we finish a record. But then after, like, a long wait of, like, you know, and a lot of work, like, we've done a lot of press, we've done a lot of touring, just, you know, trying to promote the record. And now that it's finally out, it's like it feels like New Year's, you know, like Monday night on the 13th, we counted down till midnight, and we all did a shot, and it was just a good time, you know. We're just excited for people to hear it. That's all.
And I've heard that you guys are going. I was surfing around the internet. I was looking up, and I found out that you guys were thinking about releasing a book, kind of chronicling your career. Can you kind of elaborate on that book coming out?
Oh, well, right now we got a good buddy of ours and really talented photographer, Rob Fenn. He basically, we made friends with him, and he came out and did the Uproar tour with. The Carnival Madness tour in 2012, I think.
Okay.
And then later that year, we were doing our very first headline tour in Europe, and we were going all around the world. We started in the UK, then Europe, and then Scandinavia, and then we did Russia, and then Japan, and then we just went straight from Japan to California and started up in the States, and did a whole bunch. You know, so it was just like this crazy run, and we were just like, you know, this is like a big moment in Halestorm history. We should document all this. So we just took him out with us to take photos, and he was just constantly just capturing all the moments and he was telling us that he wanted to put a coffee table photo book together. So, you know, it's been a couple years in the making, but yeah, we finally got it done, and now it's finally coming out. It's called To Hale and Back.
Do you know possibly when that's going to come out?
I'm not sure. They don't tell me anything. I don't want to give away any date because everything's subject to change, but it'll be out soon.
Sweet, man. Definitely looking forward to that. Now, the last time you guys were here in Grand Rapids, we all actually went go-karting and hit a few balls in a batting cage. If we were to do that thing again, what would you want to do?
What would I want to do?
Yeah, what would you want to do?
I've never gone jet skiing.
Oh, dude.
No, skydiving. I think skydiving with fans would be cool.
So next time Halestorm comes in town, we're going skydiving, and it's going to be a blast.
Or bungee jumping. Bungee jumping.
But dude, you're extreme, man.
Oh, totally.
You just want to be flung off of things or fly out of a plane. That just sounds fun already.
I'm pretty used to it. I mean, like, usually I can't, like, as a drummer, like, you know, unfortunately with my job, like, you know, the drummers have to sit down.
Yeah.
Play, but I can't sit still for like more than like 5 minutes, so I end up either jumping over the drum kit or jumping up in the air or something, you know. So I think I might tie into that somehow.
What if we were to take a go-kart and drive in the go-kart out of the plane and skydive out of the go-kart into the sky? I think that'd be even better.
Now, if we could pull that off, that would be something. Do we know any place that can do that? I don't know. I wonder if the Theory of a Dead Man guys would be down for that.
I think so, man. And we'll put it in the next Halestorm biography book. That'd be sweet.
That sounds great. No, that was a fun time hanging out with you guys, and and hanging with the three of the Dead Man guys were there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was cool. They're good guys too.
Now, you guys are going to be at Rock on the Range this year, and throughout the years, you guys have just been going up and up on the bill, from side stages to basically headlining a day at this point. Do you have anything special planned for this year's Rock on the Range?
Oh man, it's going to be so exciting. We haven't done it in a few years. Yeah, it's really cool to have like a, you know, I think it's good for a band to like start at the bottom and have a nice, slow, healthy climb. You know, the first time we played there, we were in the middle of the day on the Jägermeister stage, and then next time we played there, we were kind of like towards the end at the side stage, and then next time we were opening up the main stage, and then the last time we played there, we were like 2 or 3 bands in on the main stage. So it's been really cool to like do that, you know, slow, healthy climb, you know?
Yeah,
and that's
definitely.
kind of how it's always been with Halestorm. Like, we've been doing this, my sister and I have been doing this for 18 years. You know, it's just amazing. I think that the more work you put into it, the more time you put into it, the more you appreciate where you're at. And we're just really thankful to be able to do this, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely well-deserved, especially after 18 years. You guys have been kicking ass for that long. It's crazy to think that, man.
Well, I wouldn't say we were kicking ass for that long, but we did start the band back then. So
Yeah.
I was 10 years old. So.
Did you ever think to yourself that, like, you know what,
Yep.
I'm just going to be a drummer for, like, the rest of my life? Or did you think, like, you know what, I'm going to work at McDonald's? Or was it always just drummer? I'm going to be a drummer, and this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, man. I've actually, unfortunately, I've never had the privilege of working a day job. You know, and I'm not saying that because I'm proud of it. I'm just saying that, like, I'm just thankful that, you know, when we were starting out, like, we had really supportive parents. And they were all about us starting a band. And when Lizzie and I started, it was tunnel vision. You know, there was no other option. There was no backup plan. We just went for it. And luckily, our parents were willing enough to like let us do it, let us go, and do what we want to do. You know, their motto was, you know, if you want to go to college, if you want to get your degree, if you want like, you know, if it doesn't work out and you want to get a real job, you can always go to college. But you know, while you're hungry and while you have no responsibilities right now, and you want to fully focus 100% on your dream, then go for it now. Like, you know, capture it now. And now I'm so glad that we did, because honestly, like, we never expected this to go this far. You know, we just love doing it, you know. And the fact that, you know, that many people, or this many people, I should say, know who we are and like our music is kind of mind-blowing, because we're just kind of making music that we like. And it's crazy. Never thought that many people would like it too, you know?
Yeah, man. And we've actually here at the station been jamming Apocalyptic pretty much every single day. I mean, and people are always calling in and requesting it. They want to know.
Guys,
they want to
man.
hear more Halestorm.
Well, I hope that hope they don't get sick of us soon.
No, I don't think so, man. I think we're looking forward to you guys coming back to Grand Rapids and then going skydiving at the same time.
Yeah, skydiving with go-karts.
Yes. Now I've got some interesting, fun questions for you just to wrap you up real quick here. I've always noticed about you that you've always had interesting hair. Is your hair still red at this time? And what's the next color you plan to make it?
It is. I went back to red, and I don't know, for some reason that just kind of, I got rid of all the color. I went back to like my natural color, which is kind of like in-betweenish brown, kind of ugly color. Thinking like, I don't want to deal with the maintenance of like, you know, having a color, and I don't know. As soon as I went back to the crazy color, like I just kind of felt like more like myself. I don't know. I think that, you know, I don't know. I think I was always crazy, and that's why it worked so well, you know, being in this business. But then at the same time, I think that this business has made me crazy.
Good call, man.
As far as the next color goes, I'm open to suggestions.
All right. You know what? I don't have a suggestion for you. I'm just going to let you just do whatever you want with your hair, man. It's all you, dude.
Just two dudes talking about hair, that's all.
You know, it's all right, man. We're all about the Paul Mitchells here and suave.
It's all good. It's all good, man.
Now, lastly, just to kind of wrap it up, man, according to your Twitter, I mean, are you recently married or have you been married for a while?
Yeah, my wife and I just got married in October. It's a crazy story. We were engaged in February, and then while we were writing for the third record, then basically, you know, we went into the studio and we started recording. I was trying to balance making a record, doing tours, and then planning a wedding, and it just got like too much. And we pulled out of the wedding, and then that kind of made everything go sour. Then we broke up for like a little bit, but then we kind of became friends again. And then once we saw each other, there was no way that there was anybody else, you know, and so basically I flew home after we made the record, and then we flew to Vegas and got married, and then, but that wasn't it. Like, you know, after Vegas, we After Vegas, we called the lady that was originally putting together our wedding that we were planning for like 9 months, and the date was still open. So we quickly threw everything together. We're like, all right, we have 2 weeks to plan this wedding. We quickly, the wedding was back on. We quickly threw it together. We brought out like just immediate family, had like nice little quiet, intimate wedding in this really awesome place down in Boca Raton, Florida. And it was just amazing, because I've been in this business a long time. I've dated a lot of girls in my life, and don't quote me on that. But I mean, don't tell my wife that. Anyway, one thing that me and my wife Getty, who's also an incredibly talented singer and has an incredible band out in LA, and in fact, a lot of our fans know who they are and are fans of her band as well. The good thing was that we both are doing the same thing, and we both understand each other. And I think that with any touring musician, it might be easy to date or to be with somebody that has like a normal life, normal job, and is always there. But like the two of us, like we're touring musicians, and she gets it, and we tour probably more than any other band in the country right now. And she's like so strong and totally understands that this is what I do, and this is what I love to do. And she would never ask me to change or never ask me to quit.
Dude, I've talked to a lot of like married musicians and whatnot, and they always talk to me about how hard it is, and I can completely understand that. But you seem to have found this incredible balance that is incredibly rare. And man, I just got to give you a nice little round of applause, man. Good job, dude. That's awesome.
Oh, thanks. No, it's totally true. It's all about balance. It really is all about balance and trust.
Yeah, definitely.
It's tough, like just being away for that long is really hard for me. So, basically, we just have to reassure each other that, this is what we do, and the good thing is that, like, she comes out and hangs out with us, and she'll eventually, on this tour, like, she's coming out to some shows, and then, while she's out with us, she actually, she hands me my, the big drumsticks that we use in the drum solo.
Yeah.
She walks out with the big drumsticks and hands them to me. So we put her to work. We make her part of the show,
This is what you married into, honey. This is what you're going to deal with.
Eventually, totally. Well, eventually I'm hoping that her and Lizzie can sing a song together because the two of them have such amazing voice. And so that might happen in the future. And I think that a lot of our fans would be pretty stoked about that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, man. I'd look forward to that for sure.
Right on.
All right, cool. Well, anything, man, just to kind of wrap it up. I know you're probably jumping on a plane here pretty soon, but is there anything you want the fans to know at all?
I hope that they know how thankful we are for all their support. We it truly, I don't think it's ever said enough that, we can't do this without them. And, and I know that like a lot of bands just say that, because that's what, they think that the fans want to hear, but it really is genuinely true that, we would have no career. We wouldn't be able to do what we love every night without the loving support of, people that just love music, And I think I'm thankful that our audience that we attract are people that truly love music, and that's what I get from them. So
definitely, man. Well, RJ, thank you so much for coming on, and be sure to pick up Halestorm's brand new album, Into the Wild. It is in stores now. Download it on iTunes. Check him out on tour coming up soon here. Do what you need to do and hang out with RJ with his large drumsticks, and maybe we'll go skydiving in a go-kart at some point.
All right, I'm down, man.
Yeah. Thanks again, RJ, and have a safe flight, all right?
Hey, thank you, man, for taking the time, and I'll see you soon.
All right, sounds good, RJ. We'll see you later.
All right, take it easy, man.
All right,
Good to talk
later.
with you.